Hello everybody and welcome back to a different kind of video today. Today we're going to be looking at the early F1 2010 build screenshots that included the 2009 Formula 1 cars. So if you're interested, make sure you hit the subscribe button, so if there are any updates in the future you don't miss out. First off, I'm just going to explain what I'm on about. So during the early build of 2010, Codemasters designed some 2009 cars. I believe it is every car excluding Toyota and BMW, as far as I am aware. And I've got some screenshots that might kind of show this as well. And also during the build of 2010, Codemasters did developer diaries, and in the background of these developer diaries there was video displayed showing 2009 Formula 1 cars, like HD Formula 1 cars, because obviously they made F1 2009 for the PlayStation Portable and the Wii, but as we know they were not HD games. So as far as I'm aware, it's the only 2009 cars on HD game I'm aware of. So I've got some screenshots and I've got a couple of questions that I'd like to try and find out. Now, I've been sending some emails to some of the Codemasters employees and current Codemasters employees that worked on the game during 2010 and before, and I want to know if the alpha build somewhere out there still exists. As you can see on screen now, that is a 2009 Force India around Monza, and then we've got the Brawn around Monza, and then this is the pit lane in Monza. We've got a Williams there, we've got the Red Bull in the pits. So yeah, you can see that these cars do exist. Some of them look a bit more finished than others. When I say that, I mean, if you look at that McLaren there, where the crash structure is at the rear, that is silver. I'm pretty sure that was black in real life. As with most of the Formula 1 cars, the crash structure is usually black at the back. And a bit later on there's a screenshot of a Brawn, and you can kind of tell looking at the suspension that it's kind of white. The actual pushrod arms and the arms and stuff, instead of being black. But as you can see, there are 2009 cars on screen now, so they did exist at some point. Do they still exist now? Obviously it does say the 2009 cars are for illustration purposes only, and 2010 will obviously feature 2010 cars, but you can see yourself that they do look pretty high textured and rendered and whatever to me, so they must have existed somewhere. So yeah, I believe that there is every team apart from the two teams I mentioned earlier, because we've got Red Bull, we've got Force India, we've got Brawn, we've got Williams. In some of the screenshots you probably will see a Toro Rosso. I think that's just a reskinned Red Bull, as it actually pretty much was in 2009. So that's 5 teams. And then on some of the developer diaries you also see a Renault, and unless I am missing somebody, I think that's about it. I might be missing somebody from 2009 that I can't think of on the top of my head right now, but that's so far. That's 6 teams that I'm aware of. So they must have, if there are other teams, they must have made them somewhere, just never put them in the screenshots that were sent out to the public. So if anybody who's clicked on this video is also interested, see if you can do your own digging, see if you can find any information. I'm pretty sure out there wasn't a really early version of F1 2010 that featured the 2009 cars that was actually playable. I've seen in a couple of forums or whatever that somebody somewhere, like early game reviewers, that's the word I'm looking for, early game reviewers were sent, especially if you were quite high up and well respected, was sent the game a little bit early, to get the hands on, or maybe early versions at like the game conventions or whatever, just to show off the preview build. But I remember as a kid waiting for F1 2010, and I don't know if they still do them, but they used to do like Xbox magazines and PlayStation magazines and stuff like that, and it'd have like upcoming games, like what to look forward to. And I do actually remember these screenshots being in the game, in the magazine. I'm sorry, being in the magazine, and then wondering, F1 2010, but it's got 2009 cars. What's this all about then? But yeah, do these cars still exist on an old PC somewhere in the Codemasters office in Birmingham or wherever they are based? Were they all just F1 2010, and then as soon as they got the models for 2010 or a bit further along in development, were they all just deleted? I hope not, because it is a pretty cool thing to look at. So with the stuff that I've been looking at, these are what I found so far. We've got 2 Williams, we've got a Brawn GP, we've got 2 Red Bulls in this screenshot, we've got a Toro Rosso, we have got the 2 Force Indias, the second one's a little bit harder to see, we've got the McLaren, and obviously we've got the Ferrari in this screenshot. And then if I slow this bit down, just coming into shot now, we've got 2 Renault Formula 1 cars. So as I am aware, out of the 9 teams that participated in 2010, we have got 7 so far. So the ones that are missing are BMW, Sauber and Toyota. I suspect they were not shown it in the gameplay due to them pulling out for 2010. But yeah, so out of the 9 teams we've got, to have 7 so far found in the old gameplay is pretty good. So HD gameplay of 7 of the 2009 Formula 1 teams is good going, if you ask me. So yeah, if we can find any evidence that this still exists or whatever, I would love to get my hands on it and to be able to play a really early version of my all-time favourite game, which I still play to this day, as you guys well know. So yeah, very interesting. If you guys know any news, let me know, put down in the comments below, and I'll be sure to see you guys in the next video, or the next update I might have for the F1 2010 or F1 2009, or whatever you want to call it, early access, early beta, early alpha. So yeah, any updates, I'll keep you informed. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.